Today's adventure brings me back to Walt Disney World property. While I'm not going to a theme park today, I will be throughout the rest of the course of the week. I'm back. And check that out. The hot air balloon is up currently at the moment, sky high. Looks as if it's swaying quite a bit up there, however. Just heading into the parking structure now at Disney Springs. Welcome everyone! TheDailyWoo here, equipped with my magic band, which will come in useful during the tenure of my stay. I could not get a reservation for any of the parks today, but that problem is solved throughout the rest of my visit here to Central Florida. First time in years during October, during Halloween time, I have been here to WDW. Usually it is a beehive of activity out in Southern California, but Disneyland is closed, Universal's closed. Knott's is doing a food festival, but there is no scary farm. So I said, heck it! Florida time. I'm inviting you to join me for at least a week, maybe a couple days long. I haven't really decided how long I want to be here, but at least a week. It's happening. And I have my appropriate t-shirt. I should probably take the seatbelt off, but I still got it on. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? Doesn't appear to be any guests up there. That thing is really moving in the breeze. I was here in July for the reopenings of the parks, and I pointed out how this almost looks like the Back to the Future font. Just a few months later, I've returned. Still looks the same how this veers around the setup they have. You go over here to the screening section. I'll let you know what it ends up being. You can ask, and they'll show you the mechanism. Oh yeah, Minnie is following the guidelines also. I should note, most of December I'm out here, and as stated, October, it's a rarity. Good to see you, Minnie. 98.3 says fall into magic, and there's that 98.3 was what it was. If you know me, you know that my luck with boarding this is it's always not the best. I thought since there are guests up on it, I noticed that I would go to the ticket booth and they said high winds are now rolling in. This is the last ride for a while, so not even any luck on this. So won't be going up in the balloon. Dang! I thought it would happen, just randomly, but nope. High winds. That thing is cruising around up back. It seems to be pretty stable at the moment, but as you can see down below here, they're starting to move their way into clamp. Oh yeah, now the wind's gusting. Yeah, look at that. See how it's just going to and fro. One day balloon. I did this years and years ago. The last couple times, even when I was here in July, all day. I went like 10 or 12 hours waiting, and the rainstorms were so up. There's a bird going by. All right, carrying on. And I'm not saying it's cool by any means, but the temperature is a little more tolerable than it was summertime by a long shot. Of course, I'm in the shade, but it just seems to be a little bit less humidity, little less humidity in the air. Decided to start at this end of Springs and work my way towards the other direction. At the base of this construction area against the wall, it says if you scan this QR code, there's a Haunted Mansion experience starting on the 23rd online. It is incredible how much magnitude of this compared to downtown Disney in Anaheim. Currently a Sunday around 11 a.m. It really isn't too busy. I am fairly confident all that will change though as the day progresses. Just look for the dragon, and next to it is Worlds of Disney. Entrance is right here. Wonder if there's a virtual queue or if it's just a walk-in. Okay, this is a little different. It has it routed all the way around this side by the fountain, the topiary and the fountain over there. Was not like this last time, but you just kind of follow the stanchions and oh yeah, this is the queue. Even though it looks very lengthy, the cast member said it's only about a 10-minute wait. It moves quick. And I wasn't sure I believed it, but to be pretty honest, it's moving quickly. However, this sign says no stopping on pavement. Are we breaking the rules? Some sort of light item here. Also, They were cones, and I think we go around the side of the building, loop all the way over there. This is kind of lengthy, but like I said, it is moving very briskly. And there's Topiary Mickey with his water jug, just pouring out the H2O into that other bucket. Hello there, Topiary Mickey. It wasn't 10 minutes, but I'd say it's probably only been about maybe 12 to 15 from here, so at most 15 to 20 tops. Move fast. Remember when I gave the statement of the time frame of how it wasn't too busy? That is the line of vehicles there going into the garage. Yep, they're arriving. Never in all my years have I gone through this entrance back here. And over in this corner says, "Give me candy," and it says, "Boo," from the roof, and a large jack-o'-lantern. Oh, whoa, are these new Haunted I've never seen these Haunted Mansion shirts with Foolish Mortals, and over here with the crest, or the plaque. These villain shirts are great too, and Maleficent here on a hooded sweatshirt. Nice. An assortment of mugs with the face there, as well as these apples and throw blankets. And on the ground they have the arrows here.
Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing.
I've never owned a pair of Crocs, but this would be good for the season for sure. Oh, and lots of plushies over there. Oh man, so retro. That is awesome. Classic. They got a lot of new arrivals that are very, very like throwback editions. Sorcerer capture at $36. I have a blue monorail towel that I procured from the Anaheim World of Disney, except I heard that they had a different color scheme here, but I'm not seeing any monorail towels as well anywhere. So if they have them, they are either sold out or the rumor was untrue. I just talked to a cast member when I asked. They kind of looked at me with a little confusion as if a monorail towel doesn't exist, but I know it does, at least on the West Coast they do. Also have individual stickers of the villains. Oh yes, they have Monopoly in stock here for $49.99. One of these days I'm going to get this. Appears as if you don't just have to get Disney Springs reusable bags. They're $1 each. They do have the Springs one, but also WDW as well as Magic Kingdom and others have the little cake stirrer there. And I'm seeing there's also one here on the side of this. Looks like a monorail, except I'm not seeing it. It's only the imprint on the side of the towel, but not an actual real life version. I would purchase one of those monorail cake stirrers and use it for other. I don't bake a lot of cakes, but I'd start if I had a monorail cake stirrer. All right, that was a fun little venture in there. Now continuing to meander around even more.
Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing. Thank you for your cooperation.
Take a look at that. There are now Magic Band slap bracelets, and traditional style, we got Haunted Mansion version here as well. That's new. Oh, he's leaning forward. You're leaning forward. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what you told me last time to kind of take a step. You want me to take a step back? Just like I'm a little too close proximity. Okay, I'm just going to go back maybe like, let's just say a foot or two. How about this? Is this good? Is this a good area? You're guarding the volcano, aren't you? Yes, you're just nod your head or smile. Okay, yeah, so that's a yes. You're guarding the volcano, which does not appear to be igniting in any fashion right now. Okay, go back and take your nap. Continue taking your nap, it's fine. I'm just gonna carry on, all right? I'm just gonna keep walking around, looking at Halloween, items that are for sale around the property, and you don't care, do you? You're not interested at all in the season of All Hallows Eve. You're just in your own world there, aren't you, Mr. Gator or Crocodile? Hard to tell the difference. See ya. I have now stepped inside Goofy's Candy Company, where it looks like they have some tasty, fluffy sugar in the form of cotton candy. Look at that with Dumbo there. And delicious looking caramel apples. It appears as if he's frozen in ice. He's frozen solid Goofy. He's been working a little too hard in the cold weather. Yeah, there really is a good assortment of treats. I gotta get out of here before I'm tempted. Here at Starbucks, they have a few specials, a Franken Frap and a Wolfman and a Shark Attack. I, however, am opting just for a regular coffee with vanilla additive. Arguably one of the most famous murals at Disney Springs over there. Seems as if more clouds are starting to roll in now. The balloon is still stationary. That's how it goes.
Eating or drinking while stationary.
Inside Disney style, they have quite a bit more retro stuff in here as well. Quite a different plethora when it comes to the throwback items as well, and some Haunted Mansion gear that I've never seen before. Front and back jacket, and a nice little mural here, a little photograph on the wall. It has become kind of a tradition to go up on the rooftop of World of Coke and get a view from up there, so that's where I'm heading next as I go past the fountain, this fountain. Wouldn't be classified as a bird's eye perspective, but you can get a pretty good view from up here, a few stories up. Back in the early 90s, I was in this area watching the grand opening of Planet Hollywood. I think it was 91, 92, maybe 93. It's been a long time ago. Of course, this World of Coke was not here.
While stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Wash your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing.
Yeah, I know you weren't expecting me to walk back over here, but I'm trying to get my steps in. Yeah, you're not going to get your steps in? You're just going to sit there on that rock all day and just hang out? Nothing wrong with that either. I do find it very interesting that on the West Coast, Disneyland, California Adventures, and heck, even Universal Studios Knott's Berry Farm, even though they're having a food festival, the rides and attractions are not open, but here in Florida, East Coast, everything is accessible. I don't really know the judgment call on either one, or the back and forth versus the, why it's different out there versus here. All I know is here, everything is very prominent, very open. As long as you have these on, everything will be fine. To use a Doc Brown from Back to the Future quote, I had to give a shrug and I don't know the reasoning behind it, but all I know is I'm here, and I'm just gonna soak in the sights, the sound, and the ambiance of Walt Disney World and Disney property. So, what is that roaring? Is that the... I don't know where I was going with that, but it really is an interesting conundrum when it comes to SoCal versus Central Florida. You be the judge. You do the math. I don't know what to think anymore. Right? Yeah, you kind of share the same opinion too, right? Yeah, that's all you can do. You just go with the flow. That's all we can do, Mr. Crocodile, or Mrs. Gator, whichever. It's hard to tell this. I think that might be a crocodile. You're just going to enjoy the parks here and not even worry about Anaheim for now? I know, just tell me when they're opening and I'll be there in Southern California. I'll be there to embrace and support that opening as well. Oh, you're snoozing again. I didn't realize I was talking to you and you dozed off. All right. I'll see you later. I'll be back at some point. Seems as if it's starting to rain. That might be my cue to head out. Back to the orange garage. Seems like I always park at this one if available.
Just real quick, that's about and not about. You have to look at it.
A good rule of thumb is to photograph the parking area. For example, L2 right here. That way you don't either forget or have to try to wander around to find your car. L2. My rental is down there, like 4 or 5. I think 4 or 5 down this far. Goes to show how much attention I pay to what. Boy, that car's very loud. I'm in the front. Goes to show you how much I'm paying attention to which rental I'm driving. I'm in the first spot right here. Found it. As of right now, I have 3 reservations for later in the week. After I book the first one, I believe if it's like it was back in July, you can procure another one. So after I scan in with my Magic Band or my annual pass that I have in my wallet, then I could get another reservation. I will continue to do that for, as long as my tenure is here. I'm guessing probably about a week or so, just to embrace October of 2020. Make the best of it if I can, and do Magic Kingdom, do Hollywood Studios, do Epcot, and possibly, most likely, Animal Kingdom also peppered in there, and just kind of showcase what there is to see for this season and just have a good time. As I stated earlier, by the waterfall gator, confusion is aplenty, not just me, with a lot of people, on why Florida theme parks are open, California, well, not just Florida, but the majority of the rest of the continental United States, when it comes to rides and attractions and theme parks, are open with regulations, which are good to have those in place. California, even with the precautions, no rides, attractions open, no theme parks are open, other than a select few that are having food events with a very limited amount of places that you can see around the property. Who knows? But I'm here. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe. By doing so, helps keep you in the loop, up to date on future uploads here on this channel. Got my magic band, which will be utilized. I got to put this back on and get moving. This is going to be tough to do. If you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed this particular episode, give it a big give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know. It's hard to do while holding. I'll see you in the next video. A vlog.